So good afternoon. Nice to meet you, Mr. David. So thank you for taking your precious time to meet us today. We'll ask some questions to begin our interview section. Let's start, shall we?
Okay, good.
So the first question is, what are the most important lessons your father taught you? Like something behavior or other mental aspect?
Well, probably the most important lesson he taught me was to be kind to others, because you never know what they're going through in their own lives. And also, be grateful to the people that have helped you in life. And that's I think a theme that he learned when he was here in China, and he got helped by a lot of people. And he thanked them at the time, but because of the war, he never had a chance to properly thank them. So he's taught me, whenever somebody does something to help you, be sure to say thank you.
Thank you for your answers. So the next question is, if you have a time machine which can travel to the past, what would you like to say in front of your dad?
Well, I would certainly say I was proud of him for a life of doing good work, for his time here in China, and for raising a couple of sons that I think turned out pretty good. My father died when I was fairly young, so I never got to speak to him when I was an adult. It would be nice to go back and say thank you now that I know how everything has turned out for me.
Did your father share any unforgettable moments or experience with you?
Well, he shared a lot of experiences about when he was growing up.
Yes.
I think to teach my brother and I how to behave in life and how to go out and seek adventure. Don't wait for fun to find you, but go out. And certainly his time here in China is a good example of that, although he didn't particularly want as much adventure as he got, but when it came to him, he tried to make it work for himself and for other people. So I guess one thing you could say he taught me was, unexpected things will happen, but make them work out for your benefit.
Right, it's very good. Right. So the next one is, did your father share anything that made him proud of himself?
Make him proud of himself?
Yes.
Well, I think his Army career, he was very proud of that. In America during the war, most of the soldiers were not professional soldiers. They were asked to come and serve, and that was his situation. He was a commercial photographer before the war and a pilot, and he was called to serve, and he did, and I think he was proud of the time he spent, particularly the time he spent here in China, because it was a very unique opportunity to contribute.
We've heard that your father loved taking pictures. So what is your favorite piece of work from your father's photograph collection?
Well, he took photographs of the family, and I always enjoyed looking back at any of the photographs he took, because he would make a point of making sure all of us were in the picture and that we were all smiling, and he just wanted us to have good memories of our time together. And he died fairly young, so I don't have any photographs of him and me as adults, just of him as an adult and me as a child. But at the same time, I'm also very proud of the photographs he took here in China, because it shows our two countries working together in a very difficult time. And he wanted to make sure that the rest of the world knew about that. So he took some photographs, and I've seen them in the different museums here, and I'm very proud of those, because he wanted to make sure the world heard about all the good work being done here in Hong Kong and on the mainland.
So let's move on to the next question. What qualities do you think your father has that are most worth learning from?
I think he had a lot of patience. He would work at a problem until it was solved, which I think is good. He was always trying to be kind and helpful to other people. And he very much respected the family and wanted our family to have a good life. So I've tried to copy those things, although I'm not always the most patient person, but I try.
What message would you like to tell according to your father's experience?
That's an important one. The key message would be, help other people when they need help. When he was in China, he had come here to help the Chinese fight against our common enemy, but after he got shot down, he needed help from the Chinese, and people came forward. People from the villages, people from the guerrilla fighters, all came forward and helped him, and he was forever grateful of that. So when you see somebody in need, help them.
The other question is, have you ever thought about being a soldier like your father?
No, not really. My father was not a professional soldier. He was called to serve during the war, and he did his service, and then he went back to civilian life. He was proud of the time he spent, but he never asked me to be a soldier, and when I was of a soldier age, people were not being called to serve. So I like hearing stories about the military, but I never was part of the military.
We really appreciate your detailed answer here and know more about you. Thanks again for the opportunity to meet you.
Okay, well, thank you for taking an interest in history. We can learn good things from studying the past and put those towards the future.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.